Hello and welcome here to Castle Coliseum, where the Virginia Tech men's basketball is scheduled to get their home opener. As the Hokies run out on the floor, it marks the start of a new era here in Blacksburg, Virginia. Hello, I'm Andy Loce, joined alongside Daniel Owens, and we're here live from 3304 Sports. And it's a big time of year. Basketball is back here in Blacksburg, and especially for the Virginia Tech Hokies capturing their first win of the season at Little John Coliseum in Clemson with a nice 67-60 victory. Talk through that matchup and how it was big for the Hokies to get the season started.
Well, temperatures fell overnight here in Blacksburg. It's starting to feel like basketball weather here. And they couldn't have gotten off to a better start for Virginia Tech, going on the road, picking up a road ACC win to kick off the season. 67-60, they were led by number 2, Landers Nolly, redshirt freshman. 30-point performance. He was the offensive spark the Hokies needed when they were struggling a little bit. They got points off the bench from Naheem Aline. Wabisa Beatty came up big on rebounding as well as moving the ball and assists. Chipped in 8 points himself. It was a great performance. Couldn't have asked for a better start for the Mike Young era. And Mike Young picking up his 300th victory in his first game as head boss of Virginia Tech.
It'll be Mike Young's first game here at Castle Coliseum. They'll go up against the Coppin State Eagles. And now Coppin State last season, they went 0-14 in non-conference play before MEAC action started. It's going to be a daunting task today for the Eagles as well. What are they going to have to do to come out here and get that early momentum off of a Hokies team that just got a very confident win in Clemson?
Well, Coppin State's going to want to shoot the ball. They want to shoot the 3 ball. If they can get a few of those to go in early, they can certainly gain some confidence throughout the game. They did not win a non-conference game a season ago, but they did pick up 8 wins after that. They were building blocks for Juan Dixon, and he has transfers coming in from Quinnipiac with the Robinson brothers, as well as Kamar McKnight. 24 points in the season debut, a 7-point loss against Rider. They had the lead at half in that game, unfortunately came up 7 points short. It's going to be a test for Virginia Tech. They're going to have to defend the outside. This team will not be afraid to shoot it, and as proven with the 84-point performance in Game 1, they can put points on the board.
We're getting ready to get the home opener here for Virginia Tech men's basketball against Coppin State. We'll be right back after this, after the banner presentation of unveiling of the Virginia Tech 2019 NCAA tournament appearance. When we come back, we'll give you the starting lineup and the start of Virginia Tech versus Coppin State. I'm Andy Loce, joined alongside Daniel Owens. You're listening to 3304 Sports. Hello and welcome back here to Castle Coliseum. I'm Andy Loce, joined alongside Daniel Owens here with 3304 Sports as Virginia Tech is looking to take on the Coppin State Eagles here in this men's basketball matchup. Daniel, it's a sellout crowd today here at Castle Coliseum. People are just filing in at this time, moments before tip-off. We just witnessed the banner unveiling, the Sweet 16, and the longest trip that Virginia Tech Hokies have gone in NCAA tournament play. So a special moment for the Hokie fans here. Let's get the starting lineups. First for Coppin State, let's go down the line. Kamar McKnight at number 2, and at number 10, Kobe Thomas. Number 13, DeJuan Clayton. Number 14, Andrew Robinson. And number 35, Brendan Medley-Bacon. Daniel, when you look at the starting 5 right here for the Eagles, what player do you see as a threat for the Virginia Tech Hokies, and they're going to try to get the upset here tonight?
Well, you got to look at Kamar McKnight. 24 points against Rider in the debut game for Coppin State. Virginia Tech's going to have to guard him on the perimeter. And then inside, watch out for Brendan Medley-Bacon. 7'1", presents a little bit of a matchup problem for the Hokies. P.J. Horn, a little undersized at the center position. He's going to have to battle down low. And watch out for John Ojiaki to come in and really settle in and maybe take some minutes and help out down low.
We look at the Virginia Tech starting lineup now. There's going to be a one change from Tuesday's matchup against Clemson, and that's Naheem Aline comes on in. You got Isaiah Wilkins, number 1. And number 2, it's Landers Nolly the second. And number 3, Wabisa Beatty. Number 4, Naheem Aline. And number 14, P.J. Horn. So a couple shifts right there in the starting line for the Virginia Tech Hokies. It's a pretty experienced bunch of individuals here. Daniel, what player do you really see in this mix of the starting 5 is going to make an impact today for Virginia Tech?
Well, you got to start with Landers Nolly. 30 points in the debut game. He was fantastic, was the offensive spark the Hokies needed to really get themselves going and get that win on the road. Redshirt freshman, and he really did it from all over the court, making outside jumpers, going down low in the block, mid-range jumpers. He was all over the place. Landers Nolly is where the Hokies offense will start, and they'll lean on Wabisa Beatty to really get it going. He's the returning starter. He's the veteran. He had a good all-around game, picking up 11 rebounds, had assists in the game as well. He's going to be a key to get the offense sparked out, really replacing the void left behind by Justin Robinson as the true point guard and leader of the Hokie offense.
We're just seconds away at this time. The starting lineups have been unveiled. The fans are up on their feet. It's an electric atmosphere here at Castle Coliseum. And this place definitely has had some key victories in the past, and they're looking to get another one here for Mike Young and his crew. Got 300th on Tuesday, special moment for him in his career. What's it like looking moving forward here for Mike Young, playing in front of the maroon and orange for the first time?
Well, he's trying to establish his own identity as a coach. Plays at Buzz Williams, one of the most successful coaches in Virginia Tech history. Now it's Mike Young's time, and he's got to establish his identity. He's got a lot of new faces. They had a great start on the road ACC game, picking up the win at Clemson. Now's his opportunity back to the home crowd. His first time in front of the crowd at Castle Coliseum. He's back home, a local guy. He's ready. I know he's ready. I know the players are ready to get it tipped off here. They're ready to go for another great season here at Castle Coliseum.
Well, it's the first Enter Salmon of the men's basketball season as the players hit the court. We're all ready to go here in Blacksburg. It's going to be a great action here that starts off this non-conference home slate. 4 straight games at home for the Hokies, and it starts off here at Coppin State before they head out to Hawaii for Maui.
They can't look past anybody. You can't look past anybody. And Coppin State, they got great shooters. They can score the ball. Virginia Tech's got to be ready to play today.
PJ Horn and Medley Bacon are in the center circle for tip-off, and it is won by Horn. It's in the hands of Nolly, and here we go. Virginia Tech men's basketball back home here in Castle Coliseum. Beatty has the ball up top. He's working around that half-court line, trying to drive on in. He finds Wilkins. Wilkins in the corner for 3, and it's good. Isaiah Wilkins starts off the scoring affair here at Castle with a 3 in the corner.
Yeah, great shot by Wilkins there. Good find by Beatty.
Coppin State now with possession. It's going to be Robinson for 3. That will be off the money, and it'll be rebounded by P.J. Horn. Beatty now moving the ball up the court. And you mentioned it in the pregame, Daniel. 3-point shooting is key for both sides, and Horn connects. Back-to-back 3-pointers by the experienced bunch of Wilkins and Horn. 6-0 lead here for Virginia Tech, and early within the first minute, continuing that hot shooting that we saw on Tuesday. Pass inside to Robinson is going to be deflected, and it's last touch by Robinson. So 2 quick 3-pointers here for the Hokies. You mentioned how Coppin State can shoot themselves into the game. Right now the Hokies are having a great counter at first.
There's 2 good finds by Beatty. Gets assists on both of them. We talked about before the game, him leading the offense now. This will be key for him. He's doing a good job moving the ball, and he'll be looking to keep finding open looks for Tech.
Horn finds Nolly. Nolly for 3. That one's going to be a little too long, and it's going to be rebounded by Robinson of Coppin State. Now Clayton has the ball up top. Robin trying to drive inside, but another turnover on Coppin State as Robinson had his right foot out of bounds down the sideline, and it's all Virginia Tech here in the first 90 seconds of play. It is Mike Young's first home game as the Virginia Tech men's basketball coach. Had quite a career at Wofford, 17 seasons as an assistant and 13 years as a head coach. So 30 years, and it's now a move up north to Blacksburg. He lived in Radford for quite some time, so it's good to be back home. Horn is going to find Aline. Aline for 3. And Aline making another connection right there. It's Virginia Tech shooting is on point, Daniel.
Hot shooting early for the Hokies, getting a 9-point lead, looking to create a cushion here early.
Now it's Coppin State. Step back 3 there for McKnight. McKnight's shot goes too long. And now it's another Virginia Tech defensive rebound. Beatty trying to find Wilkins, finds Wilkins. Nolly for 3. He wants some of it, and it's just too far. Tipped by Horn, and the hustle there by Nolly, but he was the one to last touch it, so it'll be Eagles basketball. High intensity on the offensive side for Virginia Tech. They are finding each other very easily fluid passing on the offensive side.
They've been getting open looks from outside. They're doing a good job. Wabisa Beatty really leading the charge there, finding the open man, and the extra pass has been there for most of this game. Getting 3 early threes now and not allowing Coppin State to score here in the first 2.5 minutes.
Find Medley Bacon. Medley Bacon actually playing pretty far away from that paint where Coppin State would like him to be at.
He's got a real height advantage inside on P.J. Horn.
McKnight connects for 3. It'll be the first basket for Coppin State in the game. 24 points on Tuesday against Ryder. And it's Coppin State now on the board here with just under 3 minutes into the game. Horn up down to the Beatty. Beatty looking to drive inside. Horn is wide open at the top, and he connects for 3.
It's the same spot as his first 3. And Coppin State, Coach Juan Nix has seen enough.
And Virginia Tech is 4 of 6 from 3 early on here in the first half. It's not just past the 3-minute mark, and Virginia Tech has a 12-3 lead. What have you seen so far about Virginia Tech, and what's a key moment we've got in the first 3 minutes?
There's been great spacing on the floor where the shooters are finding open spots. P.J. Horn, top of the key, has made 2 threes. Wilkins making the 3. Aline making the 3 from the corners. It's great spacing, and they're doing a good job finding the open man off the drive. Again, it's been Beatty setting it up, and they've been doing a great job with making the extra pass, finding the open shooter. And P.J. Horn, you can tell, really developing his outside shot in the offseason. And now with 2 threes to open the season here in Castle.
It's been clean basketball on Virginia Tech side. Coppin State with 2 turnovers early here have not really been able to get their offense going, but they're 1 of 3 as well from the field. So they just need to continue maybe settling into the zone here. This be quite the venue for the Eagles, and they're just trying to get their momentum going.
You like to see DeJuan Clayton. He's on the ball now. You like to see him get his offense going if you're Coppin State.
Clayton drops inside. Thomas with the side baseline jumper. That's too much. Isaiah Wilkins with the rebound, and he'll bring up the court. He finds Nolly. Nolly's going to give it back up to Beatty, and now Beatty works his way up to half court, and he almost stepped over that line right there. That was Aline, gives it to Wilkins. Now up to Nolly. Nolly picks up his dribble. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Finds Beatty. Aline trying to take the jumper now. He takes a step in, and he connects. And it's good, and that's the first 2-point bucket in this game, actually, from both teams. And it gives the Hokies an 11-point lead, first double-digit lead for the Hokies tonight. Medley Bacon up top. He's thinking about taking that jumper. He pulls back. Now he gives it out to Clayton. Clayton working on the top of the key. Clayton trying to drive inside. He loses his dribble. It's stripped away by Horn. And Horn gets a good hand on it, and Nolly's now bringing up the court with possession. Nolly finds Wilkins. Wilkins finds Beatty. Beatty's wide open, and he is just short on that one. It took a hard bounce off that rim and off the glass, and Coppin State coming back on offense. Another shot there by McKnight, and it's off to the left and rebounded by Beatty. Beatty trying to push up the court at this time. He gives it out to Nolly. Nolly for 3, and that one is off as well. And Coppin State with the rebound handled by Kobe Thomas. Kobe Thomas starts to push up now, and it's tipped away there by Nolly. Wilkins trying to rush down the court. He's met up with some Eagles defenders. Gives it up to Nolly. Nolly tries to dive inside. No foul in the play. Goes to Wilkins, and Wilkins lays it up for 2. It's Virginia Tech now 16-3 here with 5 minutes remaining in the first half.
A little bit of a fortuitous bounce there, but Wilkins will take it. Gets the easy layup inside.
Coppin State now trying to drive inside. It's going to be a shot there by McKnight. It's going to be off the rim and rebounded by Aline. Aline now pushing it up. He's trying to get some action in this game. Beatty looking to find Wilkins. Wilkins on top. Gives it inside the Horn. Horn kicks back out to Beatty. Nolly for 3. The shot is up and it's off, but it looks like there was an offensive foul called on P.J. Horn. We'll reach the first media timeout. It's all Virginia Tech here in the first 5 minutes here at Castle Coliseum in their return to Blacksburg. Virginia Tech 16, Coppin State 2. You're listening to 3304 Sports. I'm Andy Loce, joined alongside Daniel Owens. Welcome back here to Castle Coliseum. 14 minutes and 45 seconds remaining here in the first half. Virginia Tech up 16-3 over Coppin State. Some substitutions now coming in for both teams. If you look at Virginia Tech, you will see that Hunter Couture checks in, as well as Jalen Cohn and John Ogiako and Tyrese Radford. And for Coppin State, Aaron Robinson and Nigel Marshall check in, so a total of 6 substitutions after that media timeout. There's a drive right there by Clayton, and he comes up short. He wanted a contact, but he didn't get it. Rebounded by Radford, and now Jalen Cone brings up the ball. He gives it back to Radford, and now it's up to Couture. Couture finding Cone. The freshman connection right there. And it's going to be a foul called on Nigel Marshall, who just checked into the game. It's contact drawn there by Jalen Cone, and we mentioned it's a lot of young players on this roster. We're going to see a lot of that right here with a couple of freshman players in Hunter Couture and Jalen Cone, as well as redshirt freshman Tyrese Radford. Cone has possession on top of the key. He's got the moves for sure, trying to dribble past his defender. Gives it now up to Ogiako. Ogiako with the shot. It's no good. It's rebounded right to the hands of Tyrese Radford, and Radford just tips that one in for 2 more.
Fancy dribbling there by Cone, and it was a great rebound, great putback, Tyrese Radford.
McKnight gives it back up to Robinson. Robinson can't connect on that one, and it's rebounded by Landers Nolly. Gives it now up to Jalen Cone. Jalen Cone working out in the wing. Gives it back out to Radford. Radford gives it out to Couture. Couture out to Nolly. Nolly's in the corner. He's got Marshall on him. Nolly gives it back out to Couture. And now back to Cone out to the right wing. 10 seconds left here on the shot clock. Gives out to Nolly. Down to 5 seconds. Nolly trying to make a move. Couture in the corner for 3. And it's just off. Rebound. It's a fight there by the rim. And what a dive there by Hunter Couture, the freshman, showing that hustle right there. And Mike Young's got to love to see that from this young guy.
Yeah, great hustle there by Hunter Couture. Ended up saving a possession as the ball went off of Coppin State. It was really good hustle in the middle of the floor.
Couture was actually committed to Watford, but then Mike Young gets hired by Virginia Tech, and Hunter Couture follows him here to Virginia Tech.
He played a decent game in his first game against Clemson. Wasn't able to get on the board, but did have a few rebounds. And his MO is shooting. He'll have to look to get open looks on the outside. And missing his first one, did get a good look on it, though. Got to stay confident and keep firing away.
PJ and Horn, Obisa Beatty, and Isaiah Wilkins checks back in now for Nolly, Ogiako, and Cone. As for Coppin State, they switch out the twins right there. Oh, excuse me, no, they didn't. Andrew Robinson checking back in now for Kamar McKnight. Beatty now has the ball up top. The shot clock was reset at 20. Beatty, a fadeaway jumper, and it's rebounded by Aaron Robinson. Aaron Robinson just committed the foul on the defensive side, but making up for the rebound for the Eagles. Medley Bacon now with the ball. He's going to give that one up to Nigel Marshall. Marshall trying to dribble around the defender of Horn, and Horn commits the foul. As you can see, it's a very transition lineup change here. We just saw about how players came in for the media timeout, and then they played for a minute, and now they sub out. And now coming on in for Virginia Tech, it's Brandon Johnson, the transfer from Alabama State. Coppin State with the inbound pass that gave it up top to Medley Bacon. And another foul on Virginia Tech on the defensive side. It's Beatty on Clayton. 20 seconds remaining in the shot clock here at Castle Coliseum. Virginia Tech up 18-3.
A little bit more aggression here from Coppin State, looking to drive the lane, really push the issue.
They're 1 of 5 from 3 and 1 of 8 from the field. They got to get some offense going to get back in this game. They look towards the weak side, and they find Andrew Robinson, but he can't get it to go. Coppin State struggling behind the arc, now 1 of 6. Beatty now out to Wilkins, back to Beatty. Beatty, and he finds Radford, and Radford with the shot that was too far, and it's rebounded by the Eagles. Eagles making this out defensively. Can they get anything going offensively? Not that time, as the shot by Marshall goes too long off the back of the rim. Beating out the shot ball in the wing position. He tries to cut inside to give it out to Couture, but the foul is committed on Coppin State before the pass can get away. And a few more substitutions coming in now for Coppin State and for Virginia Tech. For Virginia Tech, PJ Horn checking in now for Brandon Johnson. And for Coppin State, Ivan Williams comes into the game for the first time, as well as Kobe Thomas. Beatty looking for the inbound. He's going to try to give it to Horn. Great defense there by Coppin State, almost to get that one off of Horn out of bounds, but Virginia Tech able to regain possession. Swing it around now to Wilkins. Wilkins finds Couture. Couture thought about shooting. Beatty now from the corner, and he gets it to go. Abisa Beatty, who played a lot of minutes last season in fill for Justin Robinson, returns to Virginia Tech, and he is definitely going to be the veteran leadership that Mike Young wants out of him. A shot right there by Coppin State. It takes 2 bounces off the rim, and it's rebounded by Tyrese Radford. Radford now pushing up the left side of the court. Gives it out to the corner for Beatty. Couture trying to drive in the paint. Going up, and with aggression at the rim, lays it up for 2 more. Virginia Tech now up 20, their largest lead of the game.
It was a strong drive there by Hunter Couture. Saw a lane, didn't hesitate.
Kobe Thomas now has the ball for the Eagles in the corner. Tries to get it to Marshall. Marshall almost lost it, but able to regain that possession. Pass inside. Great pass there to Robinson, but Robinson can't make the layup. Off balance on that shot. Hokies will take possession of that one, and Wilkins has it up top on the key. Now gives out to Beatty. Radford now on the wing. He's been thinking about taking that shot, but he keeps it in. Good dribble down to the left side. Goes to the rim. Makes contact with a Coppin State defender. No foul call at Coppin State now in transition. The shot for 3 by Ivan Williams is off, and it's no good. Man, Daniel, Coppin State now 1 of 9 from behind the arc. They got to do something fast to get themselves back in this game.
We know they shot the ball well against Radford, or against Ryder, excuse me.
Couture's 3 is too long, and it's rebounded by the Eagles. It's in the hands of Ivan Williams. Williams looking to bring up the court. Couture is on Williams, and Couture reaching down there. He gets the steal. It's that kind of attitude the Hokies want to see, and now a pass up to Radford. Radford to the rim, and 1! Tyrese Radford takes it to the hole, and he gets it to go, and he'll have a trip to the line. It's going to be another media timeout here at Castle Coliseum. It is all Hokies. 25-3 over Coppin State. You're listening to 3304 Sports. I'm Andy Loce, joined alongside Daniel Owens. Welcome back here to Blacksburg. We're halfway through the first half here, and it's all Virginia Tech right now up 25-3 over Coppin State. And for Virginia Tech, it's been on both sides of the ball, Daniel.
They've done a great job shooting the 3 ball here early, as well as getting steals on the defensive end. It was a great effort in the corner by Hunter Couture right before the timeout. Great effort to save the ball, get it up court. Radford getting an and 1 opportunity off it. It's been that sort of hustle that Mike Young has to love early.
Radford trying to complete the 3-point play at the line. He got the layup to go prior to the media timeout. And some substitutions now in for both Coppin State and for Virginia Tech. If we look at Coppin State, subbing in is Kamar McKnight, Keisha Reen, Jawan Clayton, and Jordan Hardwick. Radford is going to miss the free throw and be rebounded by Ring, who's seen his first action of the game. Couture now on Robinson. A screen there by Ring. They couldn't find anything going. It's now a drive by Coppin State. It'll be short there by Clayton, and Couture pushing the ball up. Cohen from 3. The shot's up, and he just goes too far with that one. And an aggressive rebound there by Robinson. Robinson now thinking for 3. And that one's off the money. It's got to get frustrating at this point for the Eagles if they have not been able to connect. 10 3-pointers shot, only 1 has been good. Cohen on top of the key, passes it to Couture, and the referee says that went off of Couture, and it'll be Coppin State ball. And now Aline is coming on in for Virginia Tech. He'll take over Radford.
You like to see Clayton get more shot opportunities. He's the returning guy for Coppin State. He was second team All-MEAC a season ago. He should be the one to really spark the offense for Coppin State.
Clayton's 0-2 so far on the night. Robinson has on top of the key, trying to drive inside on Ogiaco. Ogiaco, the tallest Virginia Tech Hokie basketball player on the roster this season, standing at 6'10". It comes off a Hokie, and it'll be Coppin State basketball. Shot clock still at 11 seconds. We're at 9 minutes flat here in the first half. Clayton looking for the inbound. He's going to give that one up to Ring. Ring now giving it back up to Hardwick. Hardwick on top of the key. He's looking for opportunities to get in this game. Shot there by McKnight. It'll be short. It comes off the rim, so the shot clock will reset to 20 seconds. Coppin State working back outside. A drive right there, and he creates contact. Aggressive move right there by McKnight. Creates the contact, and he'll have a trip to the line for 2.
He shot 10 free throws against Ryder their first game out. That's a big reason why he was able to get to the 24 points. This is a good opportunity for Coppin State to really just gain a little bit of confidence. They struggle in the offensive end early. They can look to get some points here from the line, maybe get a little something going to call their way back into the game.
McKnight's first free throw is up, and it is no good. It's off the left side of the rim. And you mentioned it, he played a big part in their loss against Ryder, but he really hasn't been able to find that groove. He actually has the only 3 points for Coppin State so far in this game, and it stays at 3 as McKnight misses both to his trip to the line. Jalen Cohn now has the ball, and he's moving it past half court. Works out to the right side, gives up to Nolly. Nolly giving out to Couture, Jalen Cohn for 3, and that's too far. Both teams have really struggled from behind the arc as of recently after the strong start by the Hokies. A drive now for Coppin State. It's going to be Ring, and he's going to create enough contact for the foul to be drawn. And you mentioned it, after that Virginia Tech burst offensively earlier, Coppin State got more aggressive. They've done so here on the offensive side.
Well, they're looking to drive the ball now, not just settle for the outside shot. Virginia Tech shooting has cooled off a little bit. Maybe it's a slight opportunity for Coppin State. Find some points, maybe find their way back into the game.
Clay now on the wing. He's going to find Hardwick. Hardwick for 3, and that's going to be off the money. Rebounded by Nolly. Nolly's looking to push it. Nolly gives the bounce pass to Ojiako, and Ojiako loses it, and now Coppin State's now in transition. They give it to Robinson, but play will be halted as Andrew Robinson committed a traveling violation.
That's frustrating. He had an opportunity to get to the rim there as well. It's been that sort of game for Coppin State on the offensive end, just frustration after frustration.
You're right, Coppin State hasn't really helped themselves out. Virginia Tech, though, their field goal shooting has gone down a little bit. At one time, it was up to 67 to 70%. It's dropped down now to 45%. Going with the ball on the top of the key. He gives out to Nolly. Nolly thinking about giving it to Couture. Little fake right there. Nolly with the pump fake. He goes up with it, and he is short, but he'll have a trip to the line for 2 free throws after this media timeout. It's still Virginia Tech 25, Coppin State 3. You're listening to 3304 Sports. Welcome back here to Blacksburg. Virginia Tech Hokies up 25-3 over the Coppin State Eagles. Coppin State got a 3-pointer way back with 17 minutes and 20 seconds in the first half and have gone almost 10 minutes without scoring, Daniel.
They've been trying to drive the ball a little bit more, but haven't quite been able to get it going. Missing 2 free throws hurts as well. They've turned the ball over. It's been a terrible start for Coppin State offensively. For Virginia Tech, they cooled off a little bit. They had a hot shooting to start the game. They have cooled off a little bit, but they've been able to get it done on the defensive end. Nolly with a chance here with 2 free throws.
Nolly connects on the first free throw. It's been a while for both teams, actually. The last field goal by Virginia Tech came about 3 minutes ago. So Nolly is going to get the first 2 points for both sides in nearly 3 minutes and extends the lead now to 27-23. Clay now with the ball on the top of the key, looking to drive inside. He's going to make a connection right there to Ring, and Ring's shot goes too long off the back of the rim, and now make that 1 of 19 from the field for the Eagles. Jalen Cohn with the ball on the right side of the wing. He gives it out to Ali. Ali looking now, gives it to Nolly. Nolly steps back out for 3. He's looking, giving now up to Jalen Cohn. Jalen Cohn finding Couture on the weak side. Great pass. Nolly now trying to go for 3. Shot's too long, and a big rebound right there by Medley Bacon. The 7-foot center making his presence felt on both sides. Clayton on the drive, and a foul would be made. Excuse me, actually a travel violation is called on DeJuan Clayton as a couple substitutions coming in now for Virginia Tech. Wabisa Beatty and Isaiah Wilkins checking in for the freshman Couture and Jalen Cohn. Well, 7 minutes left in the first half. Virginia Tech now up to a 24-point lead, their largest of the game today. Beatty now working his way up onto the offensive side of the court. Trying to draw into Clayton. He keeps his dribble going. Hands it off to Nolly. Nolly looking to go down the right side. He's going to give it up there to Ali. Ali's shot goes too long, and it's rebounded by Coppin State's Kamar McKnight. McKnight driving inside. He sees a hole. He's trying to finish him with the rim. It's too much, but the tip in there by Medley Bacon is good. It took them 11 minutes, Daniel, but Coppin State gets their second field goal of the game, and it comes off a 7-footer Medley Bacon, and that's what he's really trained to do for this Eagles squad, is just follow the shot up and try to tip it in.
He's a rim protector for sure, and on the offensive end, able to get the rebound as Wilkins drives.
Wilkins with the floater takes a couple bounces off that rim. He didn't have the shooter's touch right there on that one as it rolls out. Bacon with the rebound. McKnight's going to find Ring for three. That hits off the rim as well, and Beatty gets the rebound. Beatty might only be 6 foot flat, but he had 8 rebounds against Clemson. He makes a presence on the defensive side.
He really does.
Aline with the drive. He gets fouled by Ring. The shot was no good, so 2 free throws coming up now for Aline. Look at Aline. He's a freshman coming in. He had 23 minutes against Clemson, and we all talk about how Anali had 30 points, but Aline did quite well with getting 11 points. So even though he's a freshman, he's coming off of 17.2 points per game for Mountain View High School last season, and he connects on the first free throw of his night.
He was certainly an unknown coming into the year. There was multiple players like that on the Tech lineup. He comes in, he knocks down a couple big threes early in the Clemson game that really helped get the offense going. Gets the start tonight and knocked down some shots. Able to get both free throws here. He's been able to contribute on the offensive end for the Hokies.
4 or 5 now in free throws for Virginia Tech. Nolly and Ali cashing in for 2 each. Coppin State once again has possession. They swing the ball around. They give it out to Marshall. Now back to Medley Bacon. Bacon trying to make a post move on P.J. Horn. Hook shot, and it doesn't fall in. Marshall trying to stay with it, but it's rebounded by Nolly. And Nolly pushing up the left side. He bumps into Medley Bacon, keeps possession. Great pass in there for the Hokies, but a travel violation called on Elite. Man, Virginia Tech has really done well. You talk about Nolly, he will crash that paint at times and then look out to the arc. But it's not even selfish basketball by these Hokies. Their ability to pass the ball around and get other players some opportunities to cash in.
That's a little bit of an old school ideology. A Buzz Williams ideology was paint touches. He preached it, and Virginia Tech is showing that here early, driving the ball inside, spacing the floor, and then finding the open man.
5 minutes left here in the first half. Coppin State with the ball. Robinson well out there near half court, but now Medley Bacon has the ball on top of the key. Marshall trying to drive, loses possession of it. Wilkins gets it. It's a pass up the horn. It's too much, and Robinson is the first man there to collect it, and he'll try to push up now. Medley Bacon scoring up for 3, and that's too much, and it's rebounded by Nolly. 1 of 15 from behind the arc is Coppin State. Nolly give it to Wilkins, and Wilkins throws it down for 2. And now it's Virginia Tech 31, Coppin State 5.
Great transition offense there. Nolly pushing the tempo. Wilkins getting a wide open look off of it.
When he crashes that paint, it creates weak side coverage for Coppin State, and Virginia Tech's just be able to find it. Coppin State now trying to drive inside. McKnight's pass to Marshall was tipped, but Marshall's able to recover it. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Pass goes well over the head of Clayton. And now some substitutions coming in for the Hokies. Radford, Couture, and Ojiako coming in for Virginia Tech. And a couple substitutions out now for Coppin State. Medley Bacon and checks out of the game. So Ring comes on in, as well as Aaron Robinson for Coppin State. Beatty finding Radford, and Radford off the corner cuts inside and puts that one down for 2 more. Virginia Tech 33, Coppin State 5. Clayton now trying to drive inside, going to the rim, and he creates that contact with Ojiako. And now Clayton will go to the line for 2 shots. But a media timeout will occur first. It's Virginia Tech 33, Coppin State 5. When we come back, we'll give you the last 4 minutes here of the first half. You're listening to ACC Men's Basketball on 3304 Sports. Welcome back here to Castle Coliseum, and Coppin State trying to cut into this 28-point deficit at the time as DeJuan Clayton is on the line to shoot 2 free throws, and he makes the first one at his trip to the line. The foul has occurred before the media timeout on John Ogiaco. Clayton now taking his second free throw, and he goes perfect on his trip to the line for Coppin State's 6th and 7 points of the night. Beatty now gets the inbound pass and working it up to the offensive side, looking towards his left side. Hunter Couture cuts out there for the ball, and he swings it back over to Radford off the weak side. Radford now on top of it. Couture looking inside now to Ogiaco. Ogiaco trying to make a move. He's giving it out up to Beatty. 8 seconds left on the shot clock. Beatty looking for something. Beatty using his handles to try to create some separation. Gives up to Radford, but an offensive foul will be called there on Beatty.
Yeah, moved into a screen a little bit on the handoff there. Second foul on Beatty here late in the first half.
So that will take Beatty out of the game, and Jalen Cohen checking back in now for the Hokies. And Coppin State looking to get some momentum off the timeout, create a game, and a foul offensively for Coppin State. This one will be on Ring. It was like an illegal screen for the Eagles.
Very similar to the foul we just saw on Beatty, moving a little bit, setting the screen, refs all over it.
Now the inbound coming from Nolly out to Jalen Cohn. Virginia Tech, of course, they're in a very comfortable situation at this time, but looking to maybe add some more insurance before halftime. Cohn giving up to Nolly. Nolly on top of the key. He loses possession of that one. It comes off of a Coppin State defender, but it's able to be collected by Clayton. Clayton now gives it up to McKnight. Robinson for 3, and that one's off. It goes long, and a good tip by Jalen Cohn to get out in transition, driving to the hoop, and he tries to put that one up and over the Juwan Clayton. Clayton is still down after the play. He's hurt, so Coppin State is down a man at this time. They got a 4-on-5 situation, and the referee will call a timeout on his own with 21 seconds left in the shot clock. Juwan Clayton tried to go up and make that block on Jalen Cohn. He did enough to make sure that Cohn did not make the basket, but a hard fall right there by the cheerleader section of the Virginia Tech Hokies.
One thing's sure about Jalen Cohn, he is lightning quick with the basketball. Got up the floor so quickly and is able to get to the lane. Couldn't quite finish it, though.
Clayton tried to control it, but he almost went past half court. And a 3 there by Robinson, and Coppin State is now in double figures. It's only their second three-pointer made on 17 attempts in the first half. So Clayton was on the tightrope there at half court, but then a shot in the corner there by Robinson. Couture trying to drive inside, gives up to Ogiaco. No foul called there on Couture's drive, but Ogiaco able to lay it in for 2 more. 2 minutes remaining here in the first half. It's 35-10, Virginia Tech. McKnight with the ball, tries to make a good move there on Couture. The shot is up, and it's hit by Couture, so the ball goes well short and rebounded by Virginia Tech. Cohn now give it to Nolly. Nolly kind of go inside on Ring, but they're going to call an offensive foul. They said that Nolly may have lowered his body right there, tried to create that contact.
I would say that was a good call. Nolly really, he went in strong. The defender held his ground.
Yeah, that could have been a foul there on Ring. He already has 2 personal fouls in this game, so can't blame Nolly for trying to go towards him. A shot there by Aaron Robinson will be blocked by Tyrese Radford, who is out there for 3. Great defense there by the redshirt freshman. Still remains Coppin State basketball with 22 seconds in the shot clock. The inbound goes into Juwan Clayton. Juwan Clayton now looking towards the weak side to McKnight. McKnight looking to drive. Goes up to the rim. He tries to get it. It doesn't get the roll he wants to, and now it's Radford's rebound. And it goes out to Cohn. And Cohn giving out to Radford. Gives up to Couture in the corner. Now goes inside to Ogiaco. The double team by Coppin State was enough to make sure Ogiaco did not convert on that field goal, and he was short on the hook shot. Now Coppin State moving the ball. Clayton out to Robinson. Robinson for 3. That's too much, and goes right to the hands of Wilkins. A minute remaining here at Castle Coliseum in the first half. Jalen Cohn with the ball in the left wing. Gives it out to Radford. Radford swings over to Wilkins. Wilkins will look to cut down the baseline. Gives it out to Cohn. Cohn for 3, and that one's off as well. Virginia Tech has gone quiet behind the arc, Daniel.
Yeah, they really shot the ball well to open the game. They really have struggled, though, after that.
Clayton with the aggressive layup. No call was made, but fortunately for Coppin State, Andrew Robinson able to tip it in off the other side. And just like that, Coppin State has gotten some points here, and they've really cut into this deficit. Now only a 23-point lead here for Virginia Tech. Less than 30 seconds remaining here in the first half. Radford trying to drive inside. Cone had a little trouble with getting possession, so he couldn't get the shot off. The floater by Cone is way too strong, and Coppin State regains possession. Their Mike's going to save here for the last shot, and that's what Aaron Robinson points to, how there's no shot clock. So Coppin State going to dial something up here to try to end the first half with a made basket. Clayton now giving it out. It's going to be Robinson for three. That's off. It's going to be rebounded by Wilkins. Wilkins has time for the shot. The shot is off, and it goes short and left of the basket. And that's how we're going to go into halftime here. Virginia Tech came out early, Daniel, and they dominated. It is 35-12 at the half over Coppin State. And we're going to go into our halftime report after a little break here. You're listening to 3304 Sports here at Castle Coliseum.
Welcome back to Castle Coliseum as Virginia Tech up 35-12 at half. The story of the first half, hot shooting early from the Hokies from behind the arc.
Well, Virginia Tech got going very early, Daniel. What they were able to do is go 4 of 6 behind the arc to get this game going. They've had their difficulties near the end of the first half. They weren't able to connect as often. But what that hot start was able to do for Virginia Tech was to really get that separation they were looking for over the Eagles, and they accomplished that for sure. They got a quick start, and right now they're seeming very comfortable at what they're at.
Coppin State struggles on the offensive end. They turned the ball over 10 times, only able to get 12 points in the first half. They missed a lot of three-point opportunities, missing a couple free throws as well. What does Coppin State have to do here early on in the second half? Make an opportunity to climb back into this game.
Well, I don't think Coppin State's going to have a shooting performance this poor for the rest of the season. Going 12% from the field, going 433. Very difficult first half for the Eagles. The positive side is they have to just look at this and say, guys, we can't get worse than this. I mean, we got to come out here and just play our game. And right now, Coppin State should come in, keep on being aggressive. Right now, everyone's counting them out right now here at Castle Coliseum. So come out here, get a quick run to get this game going, and then all of a sudden the nerves comes back to Virginia Tech. Make sure that they're on their heat when they make sure they come at them when they're on their heels.
21 three-pointer shot by Coppin State, only able to make 2 of them. If there's one place you can look at, quick way to get back into the game, start knocking down those three-point opportunities. Virginia Tech, strong on the defensive end. They blocked a couple of those 3 points late in the first half. They have really been getting after it on the defensive end.
Yeah, defense by both teams are very noticeable. We saw Hunter Couture in the segments in the first half with kind of hustle he brings to the Virginia Tech team. We saw Tyrese Radford block a three-pointer from the corner. It's excellent defense on both sides. Even with Coppin State, even though they might be down by this much right at this time, they've created some difficult opportunities for the Hokies to score. I mean, the Hokies are only at 35 right now. They could have them up to 50 if Coppin State wasn't playing the type of defense that they were at this time. So I think if you work off defense, the defense can create opportunities on offense through the transition. So right now, Coppin State's got to think to themselves, let's stay strong on defense and then create some opportunities on offense. For the Hokies, their defense is turning to their offense as well, getting some quick rebounds, able to move the ball up the court. You mentioned about Jalen Cone in the first half, how electric of a speed he brings for the Hokies. It creates opportunities, easy layups on the glass off the transitions.
When you look at Coppin State, their top scorers, the guys they lean on the offensive end, you have Kamar McKnight, 1 of 8 from the field. Andrew Robinson, 2 of 9 from the field. DeJuan Clayton, second team All-MEAC a season to go, the returning starter for the Eagles. He's over 3 from the field, only with 2 points total. He was actually cobbled a little bit there towards the end of the first half. Hopefully he's okay. We must see him here early in the second half. That's where Coppin State will likely have to look to get their points back and get back into this game.
That's for sure. I mean, you got to get some sort of offense going, and DeJuan Clayton, the starter for tonight, has only shot the ball 3 times, which I think is rather odd. I mean, you're giving the ball to Kamar McKnight, who's coming off the hot game against Ryder, so nothing against that. But he shot the ball 8 times and was only able to connect 1 3-pointer early on in the game. What I like to see right now is how what Robinson's really been bringing to the team as well. He's got 7 rebounds for this Coppin State team, and that's what they're going to need. They're going to need to get these possessions and get these opportunities to get going, because right now nothing's really going the Eagle way.
So we talked about before the game, Landers Nolly, what he did down at Clemson, the 30-point performance, and he was the key to the offense. Tonight, it's the other guys. Landers Nolly only 2 points in that first half. You're able to get 6 points off the bench from Tyrese Radford. Isaiah Wilkins chipped in with 7. And Naheem Aline with 7 points himself. Does Virginia Tech need to get more out of Nolly, or can they continue to lean on these other guys here late in the second half?
Well, the good news is how this Virginia Tech team has stepped up without Landers Nolly really coming in with points. Because the thing is, when you look at Landers Nolly, what he's been able to do against Clemson is, oh, this kid's special. He definitely brings them to this team. But for right now, you mentioned, he's like, oh, he only has 2 points, and there's a bunch of Hokies with 7, with Aline and Wilkins, with 6 points with Radford and Horn. So these guys are stepping up around Nolly. Of course, Nolly might not be having his night, but it's comfortable to know as a Virginia Tech fan that you can rely on your supporting cast to create offensive moments as well throughout this game. And of course, 35 points at halftime, Mike Young might not be too happy with that. He probably wanted to see a little bit more offensive input. But what we're gonna have to see in the second half is Virginia Tech come out in the first 5 minutes of the second half, keep putting that aggression on the Eagles and really gain that separation in the score.
5 of 17 from 3 in the first half for Virginia Tech. They shot 41% from the field. And Wabisa Beatty really contributing in all kinds of ways. 5 assists and 5 rebounds for Wabisa Beatty. The leadership of this team coming back, he really stepped up and showed it in multiple ways.
Yeah, Beatty coming back from last year, what you mentioned, he got to play with that Sweet 16 team with Akil Alexander-Walker and Kerry Blackshear. Now he's got a different role. He's the old guy. He was the young guy last year. But now that he's had to fill the shoes of maybe Justin Robinson, Akil Alexander-Walker, these legendary Hokies and what they're able to do. But you mentioned Beatty, he's not really connecting from the field. He's only shot the ball 3 times though. But what he's able to do to get the rebounds and move the ball around, he's a floor general. And that's what the Hokies are really happy to see in their junior.
Yeah, that was a great first half performance by Beatty in all aspects, not just the scoring, rebounding, assists, leading the team, being the floor general that Tech needs. We're about 2.5 minutes away here from the start of the second half, and when we come back, we'll get the inbounds and we'll get ready to go here. Virginia Tech 35-12 on Coppin State. This is 3304 Sports. Welcome back to Blacksburg, Virginia, Castle Coliseum, as the Hokies have a 35-12 lead at the end of the first half. Strong shooting early from Virginia Tech and great defensive effort. Coppin State will get the inbound to start the second half, driving in towards the student section here in Castle Coliseum.
We're going to see here by Virginia Tech to get going in the second half is to keep that intensity that they had in the first half. They got off strong when the first half started. Let's see what they can do here to start the second half.
Up to Medley Bacon at the top of the key, and we are underway here in the second half. Medley Bacon finds Kamar McKnight. McKnight back inside to Medley Bacon. Short jumper, in and out. Rebound Virginia Tech, and Nolly's pushing. Nolly shovels it in the corner of Beatty, and Beatty will settle it down back to Nolly on the right wing. Here's Wilkins. Wilkins dribble, steps in, no good. Rebound for Andrew Robinson. Robinson finds Clayton for 3. In and out. Rebound Isaiah Wilkins for the Hokies. Beatty with it now. Back towards the center logo. And he'll set up an offense here, 20 seconds on the shot clock. PJ Horn with the ball. Back over to Beatty. Beatty dribbling in the corner. Great pass to Horn, lays it up, no good. Rebound Medley Bacon.
Horn should have stayed aggressive right there. I think he gave up a little bit. If he went into the defender, I think he could have had a trip to the line.
And it's Andrew Robinson with a short jumper. And Coppin State is on the board here in the second half. Down 21 points now. 18:48 and clock moving early in the second half. Wilkins with it on the wing, finds Nolly. Ollie Horn to Beatty. Back to Nolly near that Carillion Court logo. Kick over Wilkins for 3, in and out. Rebound Medley Bacon over to Clayton. Clayton moving the ball quickly here for Coppin State. Into the corner, it's Aaron Robinson, back on top Medley Bacon. Medley Bacon finding Aaron Robinson. Excuse me, now it's Aaron Robinson, and he misses the 3. Medley Bacon with the offensive rebound. And they call a travel on Medley Bacon. He might have been looking for a foul on the rebound. But turnover here for Coppin State. That was an issue in the first half. That's their 11th of the game now.
Yeah, you have to play until you hear the whistle blow. And for Bacon, he must have thought that there was a foul going to be called on him. So he started moving and started thinking he was going to get another inbound possession coming up for Coppin State. But regardless, you got to play until you hear the referee blow his whistle.
Horn takes a wing three, no good. Rebound Kamar McKnight, and McKnight will bring it up the floor. McKnight with it center court. Straight away into the corner. It's Andrew Robinson for three, and he's got it. And Mike Young has seen enough to the start of this second half. Timeout Hokies.
I like
Coppin State goes on a little bit of a mini run here, cuts the lead down to 18.
Yeah, it was a great start and a great response here by Coppin State. They had 12 at the half, and what they've done here in the first 2 minutes and 30 seconds is they've been able to stick to their defensive style that they wanted to play with. Keep Virginia Tech outside, let them take these kind of jump shots. And for Coppin State, they would actually been able to work it offensively. They got a nice layup to get things going, and that three-pointer right there is huge for the Eagles because that first half they really struggled at the whole three-point shooting thing.
Andrew Robinson now 2 for 7 from the three-point line. He's not afraid to shoot it. He's got 10 of Coppin State's 17 here early.
And that's what you need. You need one guy funneling the system. Get one guy going, and then it can work all around you. I mean, for Virginia Tech right now, it's a very diverse kind of scoring, but we saw that in Virginia Tech's wins against Clemson, how Landers Nolly was able to offensively get going in that matchup. So, and the Hokies were able to fuel off of that. So for the Eagles, maybe they're just hoping that number 14, Andrew Robinson, can get going as well.
Yeah, it's a good spark for them on the offensive end. They get a little bit of a second half surge here, 5-point run here.
And if I was Mike Young at this timeout right now, I would tell these guys, I said, hey, you know what? Stay relaxed. You're up in this game by 23 points at one point. Just breathe and do your basketball. Because right now I feel like that Virginia Tech may have taken their foot off the accelerator because of the comfortable lead that they have. But the Eagles are more than capable of coming back in this game with their three-point style shooting.
Coming out of the timeout, Virginia Tech sticking with the same lineup. It'll be Beatty, Landers Nolly, Naheem Aline, P.J. Horn, and Isaiah Wilkins. For Coppin State, you have the Robinson twins, Andrew and Aaron, both out there. Well, Kamar McKnight, DeJuan Clayton, and Brendan Medley Bacon on the floor. For the Eagles, Virginia Tech will receive the inbound coming out of the timeout.
Yeah, I like the starting bunch here for the Hokies. They were the ones who got this game going in Virginia Tech's favor, so maybe they'll just find that groove once again and really create that separation.
Coach Juan Dixon, coach for Coppin State, of course, known for his playing days at the University of Maryland. 2002 national champion with the Terps all-time leading point scorer. He's a great teacher. It's a great opportunity for these Coppin State players to learn from one of the best players to do it at the collegiate level.
Oh yeah, and that's especially important because he can relate to these college kids off of the success that he had at Maryland. He's able to tell them, if you want to be great at this level, let me help you out with this. And what he's done is he's going to try to transform the Coppin State basketball program.
Well, Bisa Beatty has it at center court, and we're underway. Here, 17:42, clock moving in the second half. Wilkins on the wing, back up top, Aline. Aline finds Nolly, driving left corner. Nolly pulls up the dribble, kicks it back up top, Beatty. Beatty to Aline on the wing. Aline lost for a second, and now to Nolly. Beatty with it in the corner now. Dribbling back towards the Carillion Court logo. And down low to Horn, working against Medley Bacon. Beatty driving, 4 seconds on the shot clock. Kick out, Horn, wing three, he got it. P.J. Horn for three, and that puts the Hokies on the board in the second half.
That's all you need. It took them a while to get a great look at it. Coppin State almost creating a shot clock violation, but able to cash in.
Andrew Robinson, he'll shoot the three, not even close. Wilkins had the rebound, and Horn has to collect it here, as it was Aaron Robinson crashing the glass. Here's Beatty with it on the wing. Beatty to Horn. Horn up top. Switch it other wing here. Here's Wilkins. Wilkins into the corner, Beatty. Beatty cross court now. Here's Aline. Aline driving the lane. Leaves it for an open three, no good from Wilkins. And rebound Kamar McKnight. McKnight driving it off the right wing. It's tipped, and Coppin State continues to maintain possession. Here's Andrew Robinson. Back up to Aaron Robinson. Clayton finds McKnight. McKnight looking to drive on Beatty. Can't get by him. Here's Clayton. Clayton over to Medley Bacon, top of the key. 6 seconds on the shot clock. With it again is Aaron Robinson. Robinson loses it. 1 second on the shot clock. McKnight has to shoot it from way downtown. It's no good. But Virginia Tech, a defensive lapse there on the rebound. It hit the rim with no time left on the clock. And an easy 2 points there for Aaron Robinson, who just cleans up the loose change.
Nothing else to say right there, Daniel, than sloppy defense. You got to play the ball until you know one of your teammates have it. That time they just let it go right to Aaron Robinson, and that would be the easiest layup he might have at the collegiate level.
Here's Nolly with it. Nolly on the right block, going up, has it stripped. Good hands there by Clayton. And Medley Bacon collects it. Clayton now with speed, straight away into the corner. Finding McKnight for 3, no good. And a strong rebound there, Isaiah Wilkins. And Wilkins looks to push here a little bit. Over to the right wing, a little bit of confusion between Aline and Nolly. Nolly's able to pick it up. In the right corner, Aline driving. Shovels it back up top for Beatty. Beatty gets a screen from Horn. Has the much taller Medley Bacon protecting the rim in front of him. Over to Aline. Aline with a floater, it's good. Strong drive there by Naheem Aline to get a little floater, and now McKnight has it on the left wing. Medley Bacon straight away. Gives it back to McKnight. Kamar McKnight driving from left to right here. McKnight crossover finds Aaron Robinson over to Clayton. Clayton to Medley Bacon. Gives it back to Clayton. He drives hard. Into the corner, Andrew Robinson for 3. He got it. Good shot by Andrew Robinson. A good possession fair by Coppin State. It's an 18-point game, 40-22. 14:28 left and clock moving in the second half. Wabisa Beatty has it with the logo. Gives it to Nolly. Nolly inside the arc on the right wing. Nolly goes up and draws contact, and he will go to the line for 2. He'll have those free throws on the other side of this TV timeout. 14:16 remaining in the second half. Virginia Tech 40, Coppin State 22. This is 3304 Sports. .16 remaining here in the second half. 2 free throws coming for Landers Nolly. Virginia Tech with a 40-22 lead. Coming out of that timeout, Hunter Couture back on the court, and Landers Nolly makes the first. Couture on the court. Go with Landers Nolly with Bisa Beatty, PJ Horn, and Tyrese Radford checking in. And Nolly makes the second as well. He gets them both. Coppin State on the court, Ivan Williams, Kamar McKnight, Gear Ring, DeJuan Clayton, and Andrew Robinson remains on the floor. Up top here is Robinson straight away. And he finds Williams. Williams pull-up jumper, no good. Rebound, Wabisa Beatty, and he'll look to push the tempo here. Beatty finds Nolly. Steal attempt there by Williams. Nolly gets contact. They waved the shot off, the foul on the floor. It was Ring that made contact with Landers Nolly. They decide to wave off the bucket. As it remains a 20-point Virginia Tech lead, 40-22. Inbound here to Horn. He has it on the left elbow. Over to Nolly for 3. In and out. Loose ball picked up by Ring for Coppin State. Kamar McKnight driving down the right side. McKnight spinning into the lane. Strong move, couldn't quite finish it, and rebound Tyrese Radford. Beatty has it now on the right wing. Beatty driving inside the lane. Cross court, his pass is picked off by McKnight. He was looking for Couture in the left corner. McKnight driving the lane. Into the corner for 3, and it's good. It's made by Ivan Williams.
The outside
down to a 17-point Coppin State deficit now.
Outside shooting has looked good for Coppin State here in the first half. Already 13 points in the second half. They only had 12 in the first half, by the way, Daniel.
Able to get some shots to go. Couture gets an open look from 3. He's got it. His first points as an NCAA player. Hunter Couture for 3. Got an open look on that left corner. And the lead stretched back out to 20. Williams with it now. Gives it to Clayton and then locates Ring. Ring hands off to McKnight. McKnight straight away 3. No good. Rebound again, Wabisa Beatty. Beatty quickly up to Couture. Thought about pulling up for 3, decides to pass it out. Nolly driving left side and makes it off the glass for 2. Nolly now up 6 points. Cross-court pass here from Coppin State, driving from the left side. Kamir McKnight lays it up off the glass. No good. Rebound, Hunter Couture. Couture locates Beatty. Beatty directing traffic on the right corner. Give to Horn, over to Beatty to Couture. Couture gets another look from three. He doesn't hesitate, and it's in and out. Very close.
Believe it or not, but on a Nolly field goal, that was his first field goal of the game. He had all his points at the line before that, so good to see him cash in from the field.
Coppin State now, Kamar McKnight in the corner. McKnight bringing it out to the left wing. He'll pull up from three. No good. Rebound, Tyrese Radford. Now Radford finds Beatty. Left side of the floor for Beatty, left wing. Cross-court pass to Radford. Radford driving into the lane. He finds Nolly. Nolly, right block, and Nolly knocks down the jumper as he gets going a little bit. And it's a timeout now on the floor. Mike Young using the timeout as Virginia Tech has opened up a 24-point advantage. And Andy, Landers Nolly now getting a few opportunities, knocking down a couple buckets.
Yeah, that's for sure. Right now what Landers Nolly's been able to do is he's been able to get comfortable in the field. His first basket was a nice floater off the glass for sure. And then the next one we just saw was a nice turnaround jumper from the baseline side. So for Landers Nolly, he's getting more comfortable. He's creating more opportunities now for himself. And he's getting in a great rhythm in this game.
Now, for Coppin State, they give up now. They cut it down to an 18-point deficit. Now back up to 24. It looks like it's slipping away from Coppin State. What do they have to do to rescue this game?
Coppin State, they started out strong and really playing defense. They were able to hold the Hokies to a very little scoring opportunity as Hokies were good enough to really cash in on those opportunities, Daniel. But now Virginia Tech is getting that system. He's getting in a groove. They're getting in a groove right now, and Coppin State is just going to have to keep on going back to their shooting style to get themselves back into this game.
One area you can look at for Coppin State and their offensive struggles, Kamar McKnight. 1 for 14 from the field, 1 for 9 from three. He does have a couple of assists, but only 3 points in the game. And if we got to look to one spot, this is the man coming off 24 points in their last game. That's really the issue with the Coppin State offense right now.
Yeah, he has not been on the money today, Kamar McKnight. 1 of 14 from the field is a negative sign. It's not really going to help this offense and this Coppin State team get back in the groove. So what he's going to have to do is just, start at base level. Think to himself, okay, let's make one shot at a time. Shoot here, make it. Great. I got some rhythm going. Another one. Just keep on adding them up and keep pushing that ball and just really trying to get any sort of offensive surge going for yourself and for your team. So right now you look at Andrew Roberts, what he's able to do from behind the arc, 3 of 9 on the night. But for Kamar McKnight, he's going to be sitting on the bench for a while, but he's just not on this game tonight, Daniel.
No, that's really been a struggle for the Coppin State offense. And as for Virginia Tech, we mentioned it at halftime. Wabisa Beatty not scoring the ball as much, but doing the other things, doing the little things. Now up to 7 rebounds, 7 assists for Wabisa Beatty. The floor general, the leadership that Tech needed, he's providing it and then some.
Yeah, he's looking to sub right back into this game right now, but he's working his way to double figures in non-point scoring categories, which shows what he's able to do. He's very selfless when it comes to the ball, and he's there in the big opportunities to get these rebounds, and it's good news for the Hokies as 7 rebounds keeps the possession in their way, and 7 assists. Just his ability to look out on the floor and look for his teammates is just remarkable.
Now for Virginia Tech on the floor, Hunter Couture, Isaiah Wilkins, Wabisa Beatty, Sean Ogiako checks in, as well as Tyrese Radford. As Coppin State gets opportunity inside, and it's missed, and rebound Hunter Couture, and he'll push it. Hunter Couture finds Radford on the right wing. And Radford Wilkins in the corner, 3, no good. Rebound for Coppin State, Nigel Marshall. Marshall finds Clayton. Clayton drives the lane and gets a fairly easy layup.
There's a nice roll there for Clayton, and that's his first field goal of the night, so that's a relief for him.
Now Wabisa Beatty bringing it over to the large Virginia Tech logo in the middle Carillion court at Castle Coliseum. Beatty finds Wilkins. Wilkins to Ogiaco. Ogiaco hands off to Couture. He thought about the three, now gives it up. Radford driving the lane. Radford kick back out to Wilkins. Wilkins, Beatty, left wing three, no good. Rebound for DeJuan Clayton. Clayton drives the lane, lost it for a second. Able to retain possession. Now driving the lane is Marshall. Marshall into the corner. Robinson has his three blocked. That was tipped by Tyrese Radford. Isaiah Wilkins bringing the ball up quickly to Beatty. Beatty to Radford. Guarded closely by Robinson. Here's Beatty. And he was grabbed and held by Nigel Marshall. That's the third team foul here for Coppin State in the second half. Aaron Robinson checks in for Coppin State, as well as Medley Bacon.
Couple exchanging some transitions, rebounds, pushing the ball forward. And that time for Coppin State, Clayton was almost get a rebound, a layup, but once he lost possession of it, looked up, he saw John Ogiaco just standing over him, all 6'10" of him. So that wasn't a good look, and then they tried to push it back down here, and they were able to create a foul.
Jalen Cohn is checked in the game, Virginia Tech, and he drives it from the corner. And Jalen Cohn throws it away. It's off of Nolly, who's checked back into the game. And it's a turnover for the Hokies. Inbound for Coppin State near midcourt, and it goes into DeJuan Clayton. Clayton has it, gets a screen from Medley Bacon, driving the lane. Left-hand layup, no good. Rebound, Couture. Couture pushing the ball quickly. Into the left corner, here's Cohn. Cohn to Couture, flip sides. Here's Nolly, pull-up jumper, no good. Rebound, Clayton. DeJuan Clayton finds Nigel Marshall. Driving left side of the lane, looking for contact, doesn't get the call. Rebound, Hunter Couture, he'll push again. Couture finds Nolly, driving. Nolly gets the bucket and the foul. Landers Nolly, the hoop and the harm, and he'll go to the line for one.
Marshall was frustrated that no foul was called on that end of the floor, and that would create a 5v4 opportunity for the Hokies. Landers Nolly taking all of that advantage and putting in two and trying to get this old-fashioned three-point play.
The foul was on Brandon Medley Bacon. And Hunter Couture checks out for the Hokies. Naheem Aline back onto the floor. And Nolly's free throw is good. And just like that, Landers Nolly up to 10 points in this game. And with the ball now, Ivan Williams for Coppin State. He finds Nigel Marshall. Marshall hands off to Clayton. Clayton left side. Here's Ivan Williams again. Working on Nolly. Gives over to Marshall. Marshall driving left side of the lane. He goes down low to Medley Bacon. And he's fouled going up for the layup. It'll be two shots for Brendan Medley Bacon.
Hey, kudos to the Eagles here. They're not giving up. They're staying aggressive. They're staying to that play style they carried on from the first half, where they were able to just stay with you enough. They're not keeping their foot off the, not stepping on the brake yet. They're not going to be surrendering this matchup, and good for them because they still can create some opportunities here to get themselves back in the game.
And the foul was on Tyrese Radford for Virginia Tech. And for Radford, that is his first. Medley Bacon to the line, and he has the first free throw. Shooting into that student section in Castle Coliseum. And checking out for Coppin State is DeJuan Clayton. Checking back in, Kamar McKnight. As Medley Bacon is able to make both. And it is now a 52-29 Virginia Tech lead, and they have the ball. 8:40 clock moving in the second half. P.J. Horn straight away gives to Nolly on the left wing. Naheem Aline takes the handoff. He's driving back to the middle of the floor. Aline gives to Nolly. Nolly fakes. Driving into the lane. Has a shot blocked by Medley Bacon, but Horn is able to collect it. Nolly looks cross court. Jalen Cohn for three. He got it. Nolly able to recollect the ball after having his shot blocked. Jalen Cohn gets an open look from the right wing and makes no mistakes about it. Now Medley Bacon under duress by P.J. Horn, defending tight. And hands off to Ivan Williams. Ivan Williams back up top, straight away Aaron Robinson. Aaron Robinson finds Kamar McKnight with it on the right wing. They go down low to Medley Bacon. A real height matchup here against Horn. But Horn holds his ground and forces the miss from Medley Bacon. It was strong defense there by P.J. Horn. And Nolly driving hard to the lane, takes the foul by Medley Bacon, and he'll go back to the line. Landers Nolly forcing the contact. He'll get 2 free throws on the other side of the under 8 timeout. Virginia Tech 55, Coppin State 29. This is 3304 Sports. Welcome back to Castle Coliseum, Blacksburg, Virginia. Virginia Tech 55, Coppin State 29. Landers Nolly with a chance to extend the lead from the free throw line. He has 2 shots upcoming. 7:45 remaining here in the second half. It's been all Virginia Tech throughout. Never trailed in this game.
Virginia Tech trying to get comfortable, create some opportunities here at the line with Landers Nolly.
Unable to get the first one to fall. It's his first miss from the line of the night. Second opportunity here for Nolly. And he misses both. And rebound Coppin State. Kamar McKnight bringing up left side of the court. Getting a screen from Medley Bacon. McKnight driving hard into the lane. Flips it up and no good. Able to get the rebound off a deflection. And gets the hoop and the harm. Chance for a 3-point play here. Kamar McKnight fighting inside.
That's the attitude that you need as being down by 26 points at the time. Never give up. Right there, he didn't get the first layup to go, but he was able to keep his ground and really push out and get that rebound and put a fadeaway layup in.
That's stuff that Juan Dixon can build off of. The effort plays from his players. That's a real effort play there from Kamar McKnight.
Yeah, you can teach anyone to play basketball, but you can't teach someone to keep that effort going throughout the game. And that's good news there for Kamar McKnight. That's why he was able to do what he did against Ryder, because he was able to stay in the game and really get comfortable with the shooting.
And the free throw is good from McKnight. And Virginia Tech now up by 23. Well, Bisabidi has it in midcourt. Virginia Tech slowing the tempo down here a little bit with the big lead. Handoff to Eileen. Eileen bringing it back to the middle of the floor. Now has it on the right wing. Eileen being defended closely by McKnight. Beatty has it over to Radford near the Carillion Court logo. Radford, 3 seconds on the shot clock. Radford lays it up and in. Strong move late in the shot clock, and Tyrese Radford's able to get 2. DeWalt Clayton has it now, driving right side. And Clayton has to bring it back out, hands off to Medley Bacon. Medley Bacon has his dribble and does bring it back to the middle of the floor. With it now, Nigel Marshall. Marshall loses it. Steal from Beatty, and now Beatty's looking to run. Into the corner, Naheem Aline 3. He got it. Great find by Beatty. Another assist for Wabisa Beatty, and Naheem Aline made no mistakes with his feet set. Virginia Tech back up to a 28-point advantage. Now with it, McKnight. McKnight into the corner, Nigel Williams. Williams hands off Medley Bacon. Medley Bacon gives to Clayton. Clayton has it on the right wing. Driving hard into the paint. He loses it, and it's another steal. And a run out here for Tyrese Radford. And he's able to lay it up and in. Another 2 points. It is a 30-point Virginia Tech advantage. Largest lead of the game for the Hokies. McKnight has it on the left wing. Bringing it out, defended by Wilkins. Deep 3 from McKnight. He misses. Rebound, Beatty. Wabisa Beatty has it for Virginia Tech, bringing it up the floor. Gets a screen from Horn. Gets surrounded, and he'll kick out Aline for 3. Another one, Naheem Aline, and extending the largest lead of the game up to 33. It is 65-32 Hokies.
It's all Virginia Tech right now, Daniel. They're converting on the big buckets.
Inside, Medley Bacon flips it up, no good. Trying to use his height to get the tip. And the loose ball goes out of bounds, and they're going to say it was off of Eileen. It'll be Coppin State basketball. Changes for both teams. Hunter Couture on for Virginia Tech as well as Ogiaco. Jalen Cohn into the game as well. Eileen remains on the floor. So as Isaiah Wilkins checks in as well. So for Virginia Tech on the court, Hunter Couture, John Ogiaco, Jalen Cone, Isaiah Wilkins, and Naheem Aline. And for Coppin State, you have Ivan Williams, Aaron Robinson, Reggie James checks in for the first time, Andrew Robinson, and Jordan Harwick. Robinson has it, driving right wing, flips it up, and foul is called on the shot. It'll be 2 shots here for Andrew Robinson.
Besides Ogiaco being out there, this is a relatively small lineup for the Hokies, so it'll be interesting to see what they can really go on with these the 4 and Ogiaco.
Well, that's something Virginia Tech will lean on most of this season. A little bit of the smaller lineups, more speed on the court, and spacing on the offensive end. We've seen a lot of that tonight as Andrew Robinson gets 2 opportunities from the line, and he does convert the first.
Well, if you look back to last season, the main issue was that they didn't have a true big man. Kerry Blackshear Jr. was the big man, but he didn't stand the height that John Ogiaco brings to the Hokies. So maybe he's in there now to get more offensive rebounds, defensive rebounds, and really try to win some of those tough position battles with some of the height that's here in the ACC.
The second free throw was good. And on the defense end, we have a foul. Off the ball? No, we have a turnover. It's an offensive foul. Isaiah Wilkins on a moving screen. 4th team foul for Virginia Tech here into the second half. As Coppin State inbounds here, Robinson finds Williams, and Williams has it left side. Williams gives to Hardwick. Hardwick back to Williams. Williams looking to drive left side of the lane. He goes back to Hardwick up top. Hardwick finds Robinson. Andrew Robinson will shoot the 3. No good. Rebound, Hunter Couture. For Couture, it's his 7th rebound of the game. And he gets an open look from the left wing. No good. Oh, strong rebound by Isaiah Wilkins. Couldn't quite hold on to it, though.
That was a man's rebound right there, Daniel.
Andrew Robinson has it now right wing for Coppin State. He goes into the corner. And driving is Aaron Robinson. Robinson finds Hardwick, and Hardwick fouled by Ogiaco going up for the layup. With 4:19 remaining on the clock, it'll be 2 shots for Coppin State. Virginia Tech 31-point advantage right now, 65-34. It's been all Hokies throughout. They haven't trailed in this game. They've led by as much as 33 in the ball game. Hardwick now with 2 free throw opportunities, shooting into the students here at Castle Coliseum. 2 dribbles and shoots, and he has the first free throw. Checking in for the Hokies now, Tyrese Radford coming in for Isaiah Wilkins.
Really love to see the students that can show up out here today. You know, it was the coldest day in Blacksburg for quite some time, but that didn't keep the Hokie faithful at home. They came out today and they got to see a pretty good basketball game.
They did show up for the first home game of the season, and the second free throw is no good by Hardwick. And Aline has to save it on the rebound, and Cone has it. Cone into the corner, it's Radford. Back up top, Couture. Now Cone on the opposite corner, left side. Looking inside, Ogiaco. Big dunk, couldn't quite get it, but he was fouled on the way up by Aaron Robinson. Ogiaco was looking for the thunderous jam there, couldn't quite get it. He'll get 2 free throw opportunities.
Aaron Robinson was lucky to get at least a hand on that one because, man, Ogiaco was coming in strong on Robinson, but he was able to get enough contact to send Ogiaco to the line for
Looking
2.
to do some damage here on these baskets at Castle. Ogiaco has the first free throw. He'll get 1 more opportunity. Coppin State looking to make some substitutions. They are able to get them. Nigel Williams coming in as well as Gear Ring. And it's the Robinson twins both checking out, Aaron and Andrew. 1 more free throw opportunity, John Ogiaco. 3 dribbles, picks it up, and he got it. Virginia Tech restores a 32-point advantage, 67-35. Straight away, here's Ring. Ring finds Reggie James. James looking to drive on Couture. Good pass into the corner. Missed shot, but a follow-up is in by Hardwick. Nigel Marshall was looking to go up strong, was met at the rim, but Hardwick is able to clean up the loose change and get 2 for Coppin State. On the ball now is Cone. Cone, pull-up jumper, left elbow, he got it. Cone knocks it down. And with the ball now is Ivan Williams. Williams into the corner. Extra pass and a strong strip there. It was Gare Ring. Looked like he had a dunk opportunity, but a strip by Couture. It goes out of bounds, and that'll take us to the under 4 timeout. It is all Hokies. 32-point advantage. It is 69 to 37 here, Virginia Tech. This is 3304 Sports. Welcome back to Castle Coliseum, Blacksburg, Virginia. 3:19 remaining in the ball game. It is all Hokies. 69 to 37. And for the Hokies, they've been able to force 17 Coppin State turnovers. They're winning the rebounding margin by 6. And for Coppin State, it's been a struggle from the outside. Only 5 of 35 from 3. From a team you felt like you needed to lean on that 3 ball to stay in this game, unfortunately didn't show up for them.
Yeah, today was just not their day from behind the arc. They looked at many opportunities. They just couldn't nail them from deep. And at the end of the day, it wasn't the shooting style you were expecting to see from Coppin State, but kudos also for Virginia Tech, the way they played defensively and limiting those opportunities for the Eagles.
As off the inbound, we get a foul here on Jalen Cohn on Ivan Williams looking to drive. It's Coppin State ball coming out that timeout. On the floor for the Hokies, you have Hunter Couture, Naheem Aline, Jalen Cohn, John Ogiaco, Tyrese Radford. For Coppin State, Ivan Williams, Gare Ring, Nigel Marshall, Reggie James, and Jordan Hardwick. Hardwick has it now. Looking to hand off to Marshall. Can't quite get the handoff, so he has to look opposite side. Here's Ivan Williams driving right side of the lane. Jumper over Ogiaco. Couldn't get it to go. Great effort play there by Hardwick to save it. Kick out Marshall, and he got the 3. It's a good effort play there. Made underneath the basket by Jordan Hardwick, and then the extra pass made to the open 3. Coppin State now trailing by 29. Jalen Cohn has it. Right side, now they flip to the left wing. Hunter Couture dribbling it back to the middle. Jalen Cohn has it. Right corner. Cohn, Couture, over to Aline. Corner 3, Naheem Aline. He got it. Naheem Aline leading the way for the Hokies. 4 for 5 from 3. He has 18 points in the game. As Coppin State the other way. First shot no good, but a follow-up in by Jordan Hardwick. This is now a 30-point ball game, and Mike Young will call timeout.
Virginia Tech keeping it comfortable. Naheem Ali, I mean, what a game by this freshman. I mean, we look at what he did on Tuesday night against Clemson, dropping 11 points, and he follows up that performance with 18 points tonight. 6 of 7 from the field, 4 or 5 from the three-point shot. The Hokies might have found their young shooter in Naheem Ali.
It's great production by Aline, and we talked a little bit about the supporting cast. Nolly was the star against Clemson tonight. Really everybody else. Nolly does have 11, but you're able to get 18 from Aline, 10 from Radford. You're able to get 7 from Wilkins, 9 from P.J. Horn. So unlike against Clemson, it's not just the Nolly show. It's everybody showing up, and it's been great from Naheem Aline tonight. 18.6 of 7 shooting. As for Virginia Tech, you have Brendan Johnson has now checked into the game. Aline stays out there with Ogiaco. Brendan Palmer comes in, as well as Jalen Cohn. As a 3 is no good. And the ball hits the backboard. Hits the top of the backboard and hits the scoreboard. It'll be Coppin State ball. Up 30. As Aline checks out. And Couture checks back on the floor. It's a hard drive there for Coppin State. And a charge taken by Brendan Johnson. Steps in, able to take the charge. As with 1:46 remaining, the ball goes back to the Hokies. Jalen Cohn has it, bringing it up the floor. Cohn brings it over the timeline. Couture has it in the corner. Couture has his pass picked off by Reggie James. Reggie James lays it up, can't get it to go. And off the tip, they say it goes off the Hokies. Coppin State will retain possession. Some boost from the crowd here in Blacksburg, but Not a lot to be upset about with a 30-point advantage.
Yeah, I don't know. Brandon Palmer was the last one to touch that one. It's one of those, iffy calls when the referees are behind you. They're just going to go with what they believe, and, it's one of those calls that can go either way. So maybe it was a good call by the official after all. We just didn't get a great look at it up here.
Nigel Marshall kicks over to Gear Ring for three. No good. And the rebound was fought for by Reggie James, and Hunter Couture on the floor gets the ball. Jalen Cone has it right side. Cone, cross court, Palmer for three. And unable to connect with anything there. Coppin State trying to throw it up quickly. Palmer gets the tip and the steal by Hunter Couture off the deflection. Up top, Couture. He finds Palmer. Palmer down low, Brendan Johnson. Johnson back to Palmer. Palmer will try again from three. No good. Rebound. Ogiako gets the dunk. Ogiako now up to 4 points on the evening. As it's been all Hokies. 39 seconds remaining. Clock moving. Hardwick gets his opportunity from three, and that's in and out. Rebound collected by Couture. Couture to Cone. Cone left wing. Looking to drive inside. Has his pass deflected and picked off there by Hardwick. With it now, Nigel Marshall. He'll pull up from three. That's no good. Skying for the rebound is Brendan Palmer. With 12 seconds remaining, Virginia Tech can dribble the rest of this clock out. It was all Hokies beginning to end in this one, as the Hokies will take a 74-42 victory. And Mike Young's home opener, he moves on to 2-0 as a head coach of Virginia Tech. The Hokies now winning at home opener. Great showing by the crowd, great showing by the team, and it's a great start for the Mike Young era.
It definitely is. First game at home, Mike Young might be thinking to himself, this is going to be a tough one, getting used to this venue. A lot of young players playing in front of maroon and orange for the first time ever. They got comfortable early. They started nailing them shots. That starting five really helped push the momentum in this matchup. And from there on out, once Virginia Tech got out to that 20-plus point lead, it was a comfortable ride to victory.
Yeah, it was really just that first half performance. Forcing Coppin State to only 12 points in the first half. They were able to get 30 in the second half, and by that time, it is far too late. Virginia Tech with a 74-42 victory here in Castle Coliseum. For Andy Loki, I'm Daniel Owens. This is 3304 Sports.